I've been talking about Gemini's crypto card for over a year now, and in my opinion, it is the only crypto credit card worth considering. So I partnered with Gemini today so I could get my hands on one of their cards to unbox it. So obviously today I'm going to be unboxing it, and then after that I'll give you guys my thoughts on it. All right, so this came a couple days ago, and I have really been wanting to open it, but I decided to just wait to do it on camera. And I'm pretty excited to see what they sent me. I've wanted to get this card for a while. All right. You guys reckon they wrote me like a cute little note or something? Probably not. Okay, literally just the card. Nothing else in the envelope. But I think they did send me one of the coolest designs. It's like I'll just go ahead and show the camera. It's the XRP design. Pretty swanky. I don't know colors enough to be able to tell you what this is, but it's like a kind of an aqua bluish color, not quite a silver like the platinum, but I mess with it. I'm glad they sent me this one. I think they have like 5 different designs. But yeah, this thing is nice. I'll go ahead and show you guys up here. I know I say this about like every single card that I unbox, but I think this is my new favorite one. And something really cool about the Gemini card is that on the back of it, you can see there's actually no numbers at all. It's just gonna be your name right there. So that's pretty cool if someone can't like take pictures of it, and it just makes it more secure. I also want to go ahead and weigh it. It's been forever since I weighed one of these, so 18 grams, right? Yeah, that's like the same as the Platinum and Sapphire Reserve, I think. Super, super thick. There's no bend to it. Yeah. Very clingy as well. So yeah, that's gonna feel almost the exact same as the Amex Platinum. A little bit heavier than the old Sapphire Reserve design, much heavier than a metal card like the Amazon Prime Visa, and then just a plastic card it's going to be more than double the weight of. But yeah, super sick card, definitely going to get some cinematic B-roll with it in the future. But let's go ahead and talk about it. One of the things that makes the Gemini credit card special is that you get instant Bitcoin rewards on your purchases with no annual fee. You can check the description for my info and rates and fees. But that is different than almost every other credit card on the market, because with most credit cards, you have to wait till the end of your billing cycle or hit a minimum reward threshold before you actually get paid out. But that's not the case with the Gemini card. The rewards will instantly be added to your Gemini account. So let's say I bought $100 of gas with this card. Still can't get over how cool this card looks, by the way. But yeah, let's say I bought $100 worth of gas. I would instantly get $4 worth of Bitcoin into my Gemini account, or one of the other 50 cryptocurrency Gemini offers. So that brings a bit of an investing aspect to this card as well, because it allows you to dollar cost average into Bitcoin or any of those other cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin rewards earned and held for 1 year on the Gemini credit card have appreciated 279.4% on average. But I gotta mention, not investing advice, not a financial advisor. Now I wanna talk about the rewards that this card gives you and exactly what kind of card it is. So there's usually 3 molds that cards fit into. Number 1 is a sniper. This is good at one thing, but one thing only. It usually gives you 5% back on one thing and one thing only. So that could be something like the Amazon Prime Visa that gives you 5% back on obviously Amazon, or the City Custom Cash that'll give you 5% back on your top spend category. The next kind of card is called a catch-all card. This is going to be kind of like a machine gun. It will give you between 1.5% and 2% on every single one of your purchases. So this is going to be cards like the Quicksilver, the Active Cash, or the Double Cash. They give you okay rewards on everything, not super high, but it is consistent across the board. Then lastly, you have cards like the Gemini card that gives you good rewards on multiple different spend categories. It's kind of like an assault rifle. It's more of a balanced hybrid card, if you will. So that would be cards like the PNC Cash Rewards, Amex's Blue Cash Everyday card, or of course this Gemini card. The Gemini card gives you 4% back on gas, EV, rideshare, taxis, and transit, 3% back on dining, 2% back on groceries, and 1% back on everything else. Now, before we actually break down those rewards, I want to talk about why the Gemini card is the only crypto/brokerage card that I actually trust and want to get myself. There's something extremely common with crypto or brokerage cards. I call it the crypto card playbook, but you'll see it over and over and over again. First, they'll announce a new metal card, but there's usually some gimmick with it, like an unlimited 3% back or 10% back in a specific category, something that you've never seen with another credit card before. But instead of releasing the card like any of the other issuers, they put you on a wait list and make you wait months until you can actually apply for it, and usually you're paying a subscription while you're waiting. Finally, they then release the card, but then they give you no sign-up bonus, and then they actually do give you those rewards, but usually only 6 to 12 months, and then they nerf the card, making it to where if it was like that nerfed version in the first place, you never would have applied, but not quite bad enough to cancel, or they completely just discontinue the card altogether. Gemini is the only one that has not followed that path. In fact, every time that I've made a video on them, they've actually gotten better. There is now a $200 crypto bonus when you spend $3,000 within the first 90 days. It's really cool to see that they added this because that was really one of the only drawbacks that I had last time I talked about this card. Also, last time I talked about this card, there was a $200 cap on the 4% back on gas and EV charging, and transit wasn't included in that 4% back. The cap on the 4% back is now up to $300, and transit is now in that 4% back category. There's not many cards out there that give you 4% back on things like gas or Uber and Lyft. So it's cool to see that this card gives you a good rate on both of those. But yeah, I just wanted to make the point that instead of over-promising and under-delivering like so many other issuers, they have slowly built this card up over time and improved it. Some other things that I wanted to mention is that this is a World Elite MasterCard, so you can use it anywhere in the world that MasterCard is accepted. It also has no foreign transaction fee, so if you're traveling abroad, you're not going to have to pay any fees. A lot of cards will charge you a 3% transaction fee, but it's rare to see a no annual fee card that gives you no foreign transaction fee like the Gemini card. They also have merchant offers where you can earn 10% back on popular brands, so you can just add it to the card to earn a little bit extra rewards. So nice little cherry on top. You can also change what crypto you're earning whenever you want. Now, there's only really one problem that I found when researching for this card, and that is that while you're not going to have to pay exchange fees when acquiring the crypto, fees may be incurred for selling or converting your earned crypto rewards. So if you sell the crypto, you may have to pay capital gains tax. But yeah, overall a sick card. They have 6 different designs right now that you can choose. They just added a Solana design, which is really cool, that I just saw on their website. Like I said, I've been talking about this card for a while, and I was pretty stoked that when I reached out to them, they agreed to have a video with me. If you want to apply, they do have a pre-approval program, so you can go ahead and see if you're eligible, and you're not going to risk having a hard pull on your credit unless you choose to continue with your application. To sign up for the card, head to gemini.com/Daniel and get $200 in Bitcoin when you spend $3,000 within the first 90 days.